Librela and Solensia lies. The signs were there. The warnings were loud. The bodies were piling up. So why did investors and regulators pretend nothing was happening? For years, the warnings were right in front of them. The deaths, the injuries, the regulatory red flags. But investors didn't care until it hit their wallets. The signs were there, not hidden, not subtle, not complicated. They were right there in the data, in the reports, in the bodies of the animals who trusted us. In 2020, the EU approved Librela, and almost immediately, the adverse reports started piling up, not dozens, not hundreds, thousands. Dogs collapsing, dogs losing mobility, dogs dying, and yet silence. Then came May 2023. The FDA approved Librela for dogs in the United States. Despite the EU already drowning in safety signals, despite thousands of documented reactions, despite the growing chorus of vets and owners saying, something is wrong, but investors? They didn't blink, they didn't question, they didn't even slow down, because the stock was climbing, and that's all that mattered. That's all that mattered. Then April 12th, 2024, the Wall Street Journal finally said what pet owners had been screaming for years. Zoetis arthritis drugs were under scrutiny. The stock took a hit, but investors still shrugged it off. December 16th, 2024, the FDA published a warning letter after reviewing the avalanche of adverse events, a moment that should have shattered confidence, a moment that should have forced accountability. But instead, the stock dipped, then climbed again, because denial is profitable. Meanwhile, pets kept suffering. Dogs on Librela, cats on Solensia, families blindsided, vets confused or misled, Zoetis insisting everything was fine. And then, May 27th, 2026, the breaking point. A class action lawsuit filed against Zoetis and CEO Kristen Peck. Investors finally admitted what pet owners had known for years. They were misled, but here's the truth. The stock didn't collapse because of the lawsuit. It collapsed because the truth finally caught up. For 2 years, the stock chart told the story investors refused to read. A peak in 2024, a slow, painful decline, a failure to recover, a company running out of excuses. This isn't just a financial timeline, it's a moral one. A record of every warning ignored, every pet harmed, every regulator asleep at the wheel. And now the world is watching. Now the lawsuits are stacking. Now the truth is louder than the denial ever was. The signs were there. Investors chose not to see them, but pet owners never had that luxury. They all had a hand in killing Shadow and your pets. So come together and sign Shadow's petition. https://chng.it/v8tjfy xv7r